Hello, everybody, and welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway, where we're getting ready to kick off the Belly Up Double. That's right, we do have two races tonight. The first one is going to be in Charlotte, and then following that, we are going to be in Daytona in the Cup cars. So definitely looking forward to that. We are kicking off qualifying here, actually. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who we have qualifying here. As always, my name is Josh. I will have Tim here with me shortly. But we are going to get underway in qualifying tonight. As of right now, it looks like no one's taken the field, so this is going to be a money race like always. Every week we do host money races, and like I said, with a belly up double, we're doing two races in one night. So Charlotte in the trucks is going to start today, and then shortly after this, at 9 o'clock Eastern, we will have a Daytona race in Cup cars. It's going to be interesting, especially here at Charlotte. Tire wear is going to be a big thing for these trucks starting off. So we'll see who's going to back off and who's actually going to try and charge the front early on. We have a small field today. We do only have 6 people who are in this race, but small field doesn't mean anything. There's still a huge chance of a lot of carnage. So tonight's going to be very interesting to see. All right, so actually it looks like they are underway on qualifying. We do have Joshua Adams starting in first currently. Ran a 31.78. Second. Oh, actually, no, just taken away by Dean Brummett by 135. Fortunately, iRacing is not allowing me to watch these drivers qualify, which is really interesting because typically it does. So do apologize for that. Won't be able to watch them qualify. We do have one driver left, Harvey Abrams in the 79, the only one left to qualify. With just a little bit of 2 minutes left here in qualifying, we're going to see what this field is capable of doing. Again, this is a money race sponsored by Belly Up Sports, so I do want to say thank you, Belly Up, for hosting this event tonight, as well as Daytona shortly after this. All right, so it looks like Harvey Abrams has finished. He is going to be qualifying in 7th and last place here. Ran the slowest time out of everybody by almost a full 2 seconds. So hopefully during the race he can kind of make up the time there. Just a minute left here in qualifying. If you do hear a random child in the background, don't worry. It's just my son. He's joining us
so
tonight.
I was just informed we had one guy sign up that didn't show. So, you know, his money's still in effect, so we're going for $40.
Yeah, cool. You know how many people are going to be in the Daytona race?
I'm not sure. I can try and check on that sometime during this race. The super speedways have been doing pretty good, so there should be more than this.
Yeah, I figure we should at least have 20, I hope.
All right, so we are finishing qualifying here. We're going to get ready to start the opening of the race here at Charlotte. I will have a second broadcaster coming in. Timothy, as always, will be joining me. Fortunately, he is caught up in a couple of things right now, so for the time being, I will be the only one up here in the booth. So I will try to have a great conversation with myself. Alright, the guys are getting gridded up here, just waiting for one more, and we can get this bad boy running. Alrighty, okay, the pace car is underway. Boys are going to start lining up here. Right. So for tonight, let's go ahead and show the grid for tonight's race, brought to you by Belly Up Sports. Again, sponsoring tonight's event. In row 1, we do have Joshua Adams in the 48, Joshua Garthright in the 27th, right behind him. In row 2, we do have Dean Brummett, who is always a favorite at these tracks, and the number 25, and Will Cannon in the 8. Row 3, we have Chad Grant in the 6, and we have Greg Petra in the 8 car. In row 4, rounding us out, is Harvey Abrams in the 79, and that is going to round the field out. Again, a smaller grid than usual. Charlotte's night racing trucks is something we're kind of experimenting with, as we wanted to try it, but the pace car is about to go in here, and we are going to be getting ready to go green as Joshua Adams is going to start, and the green flag is in the air. And Joshua took a huge lead off that restart there. Looks like Garthright did not get a great restart as he rounds out turn 2 going to the backstretch. We do have a battle for second, third, and fourth there with Brummett, Garthright, and Cannon. Josh looks like he's definitely raced the trucks here before at Charlotte. The big key here is going to be saving those tires. It's going to be rough because that right front will wear quite a bit when you're racing it hard. So A lot of these guys will probably end up saving as we have 100 laps to go in Charlotte. So you will see some pit stops play out. So as long as no one up front wrecks and takes the whole field, we'll have some good racing here tonight. Joshua's still trying to find the rhythm there in second. Garthright is about a half a second behind Adams as he's clearly pulling away. But as the guys kind of pulling up here, it looks like he will have Brunt behind him, kind of helping him out. See if they can charge back to the front. Dean has been solid in a lot of these races in the 25, so I'm actually really excited to see how he does in the truck fields at Charlotte. Take a look, and it looks like Harvey in the number 79 he's in the number 3 tonight. It looks like he's made up a spot. He's taken away 6th place away from Greg Petra in the 8 car. He's working his way up to try and take that 5th position away from Chad Grant there. Keep an eye on that battle. Go back up to the front. Looks like Garthright has made some progress here. He's only 0.2 off the leader, so definitely making some ground. We'll have to see how Adams in the 48 does with his tires in these long stretches of green flag runs. Go ahead and ride on the board here with Josh just for a lap and see what he does. So I have experimented a little bit with these trucks here, and most guys do lift off in the first corner going in. Again, you want to save that right front as much as possible, as once you get tight in this car, mid-turn out to the backstretch there is going to be quite troublesome, especially in Ford, because you do have an uphill arc that goes over turn 4, and sometimes the truck does want to loosen up a bit in the back. So once that right front starts to wear down, you're going to see these cars and trucks sort of get loose coming out of 4. So Josh isn't doing too bad right now. He's got that midline going into turn 1 and 2 here, trying to take it down to the bottom. That is going to be the fastest way around the track, but at the cost of right front. So we'll keep an eye on him and see how he does through the rest of the race. It's Garthright's losing a little bit, but he is battling Brunt right now for 3rd, as well as Cannon in that mix for that top spot as well. See if Cannon can get past Brunt here in the 08. I don't see the mid to high side work too well unless you got a couple of guys with you. I mean, at Charlotte, typically the low side is going to be where you want to go, but as the race progresses, we are going to see you guys kind of backing off. You're going to see time slowing down, and you're going to see more battles as we roll through the later stages of this race. So, again, with a field of 7, there are going to be small battles, but the top 5 are typically going to be the most exciting from this lineup. I know Joshua Adams in the 48 is definitely hungry to win a couple of races. He hasn't had the best luck in the cup cars, but hopefully the trucks can turn it around for him tonight, as we are going to be coming around to lap 10. And Adams is going to continue to lead all laps here with Garthright just behind him. Again, gaining some ground, but Adams is just dominant on this low side in this truck tonight. So we'll see how the rest of the night plays out for him. And it'll be interesting to see where pit strategy comes into play as we do get into the later stages of the race. That's an interesting paint scheme he's got there too. At first, I thought my trading paints didn't load. Typically, you don't see too many solid gray trucks out here still. They come off turn 2 onto the back stretch. Some solid racing going on against these guys up in the top 4. Coming around turn 3 here. You see most guys are trying to battle to get to that low spot. I want to say Garthright's probably going to be using up quite a bit of tire to catch up to Adams. So depending on how well Adams is saving, I think his lap times right now, about a 30.6. Not too bad, so I don't think they're pushing too hard, as his best was a 32, so he is probably saving. Everyone here looks like they are a little bit off the pace from their qualifying runs, so you're going to see a lot of that here tonight. Just, again, once the right front goes in these trucks, it gets so tight. You slide up the track, you do not want to get a piece of the wall off of turn 4 especially. So we will see how everyone manages their tires tonight, but again, Adams holding solid in first. Does look like Brummett did fall back. Oh, we got a little scrape of the wall there from Will Cannon coming off of turn 2. He did gain the spot on Dean Brummett. Probably not much of a battle going on. If I was in Dean's position, I probably would give up the spot since we're so early into the race. Again, you don't want to battle too much, especially on the high side. As you go on, it's going to get much worse, and I think right now Dean's probably going to be holding back, just seeing how everything goes. I mean, his pacing is pretty off. Him and Chad actually ran the same lap that time by at a 37.58. So hopefully we'll see, once pit strategy comes into play, we'll see how Dean does later on in the race as well too. He is a strong contender. Looks like Greg Petra is going to go a lap down as Josh clears on the low side going into turn 1. So Greg is having a bit of trouble finding the groove. Actually looks like he got into the wall a little bit. He's got some right front damage exposing that tire there. So not good for Greg. He's going to have a rough time with that car. Alright, as we close out 15 laps, we do have Josh Adams in first. We have Joshua Garthright in the 27 in second. We have Will Cannon in the number 8 car, that blue car right there in the center of your screen, in third. And we do have Dean Brummett fourth. And Chad Grant is falling off the pace quite a bit here, coming up to the lap traffic. Rounds out the top 5. See if Greg will just let him squeeze by. Don't see why not, but he definitely has a lot of damage on the rear end there. Greg in the number 8. Quite a bit of gap there. Adams is almost pulled to a 1 second lead here. I would love to see higher percentage as we're going to lap 20, because this is when the fallout starts to happen, at least for me. Now, I'm not the greatest at trucks. I'm not much of a truck guy, but around 20 laps, if you're consistent and you kind of hold up a little bit, around 20 to 25 laps, you're going to start to see that tire fall off just a bit, and you are going to see those lap times get increasingly long, as we're already pushing 31 seconds, almost a whole second slower than what Josh was in his qualifying lap. So a lot of saving is going to be happening, especially when you have such a lead. Josh can kind of hold off that throttle a little bit going into turn 1 and 2, not too worried about Garthright getting up to him and kind of save those tires. So curious to see what the pit window will be. Like I said, typically 25 laps in is when I see guys going in, but since we have a 100-lap race and it's not a standard series, we probably could see that being pushed a little bit past, like maybe lap 30. It'll all depend on if we see any cautions tonight, as Josh is going to come to the flag at lap 20 here. And let's take a ride with Garth right here and what he's doing. So we're going to see him lift off once he gets into turn 3 here, mostly at the... Okay, he's backing off, so he is pushing quite a bit. He's going to get stuck in that. He's going to get tight here as he comes off of 4, as you can kind of see. He had to back off just a bit, which is going to increase that lead behind Josh. But typically, most of these guys will throttle off going into turn 3 about opening. There's a nice little line that starts at turn 3, kind of a reference point to give you an idea of where you want to start letting off and coasting through. But it looks like Garthright is kind of going past that line. which is going to keep him in that mid line. It's going to make him tight. If he continues that line, he's going to have a really hard time later on. So he's probably not wanting to fight it down low, because again, that is going to cause more problems. But maybe if he backs off just a little earlier going into 3, he can kind of save some of that tire going in at the cost of time. But like I said, with there being pit strategies, these guys are going to have to pit a couple of times. I wouldn't be rushing right now to try to get to the front. We're going to take a look at how Will's doing. Will's still maintaining that low line as well too. Might scrape, yeah, he does hit that wall. Again, you're going to get tight coming off of 4. So that is the second time we have seen Will. It's going to give Dean Brummett a chance to get past him there, making it look easy too, when Cannon is going to be losing quite a bit of time. He's already hit the wall in the backstretch coming off a couple of laps before, and now he's nailed the wall and coming out of 4. You can tell the right front on Will Cannon's car there is exposed, just like it was with Greg Petra, so he's going to have a much harder time controlling the truck as we get through lap 24 here. Man, Dean's Budweiser, a nice looking truck too. I do believe the majority of our field is rocking a Silverado tonight. Most of the guys seem to like the Chevys, the truck series. But we got some, we got some guys who like the Chevy. Went 2 laps down. See how he's doing. Looks like he's coming off a pit road, probably to fix. Yeah, he definitely used a quick repair there. I'm not sure if he got into the wall early on or not, but we know he had a little bit of damage, excuse me, on the right side of that truck. He might be coming back to pits. Take a look and see if he's going to hang her up or if he's going to try and see what he can do. We get into lap 26 here. Gothright has lost quite a bit of time right now, almost pulling 3 seconds behind Adams. Adams is just taken off. And he's actually doing pretty well as far as times. Everybody's looking around 32 seconds in their times. He's about 31 and a half. So he might be pushing a little bit here just to see, but we should be seeing pit stops coming up pretty soon. So with the amount of time that he has, it's either Josh is going to stay out, or if Adams comes in the 48, Gothright in the 27 may actually come in with him and kind of keep that there. I honestly am not going to see a whole lot of cautions tonight unless someone just nails the wall, gets loose coming out of 4. With 7 cars, there's going to be quite a bit of gapping going on, so we may not see too many battles early on. But once we start getting away at 50, 60, 70 laps, and it's starting to get real to these guys that the money's there, they're going to start pushing really hard, which can cause some chaos later on. Take a look at Dean here as he comes across the line. 6 seconds out from Adams right now. Again, most of these guys I do watch run the Cup Series, so seeing them in trucks is actually kind of nice. And seeing how their driving style changes as they go from Cup Series to the trucks. And like I said, Charlotte is pretty terrorizing when it comes to these trucks at track as well too. So we'll see what Dean has in store later on. Take a look at Chad Grant, someone we haven't talked too much about. Number 6, kind of holding back as well too. I wish we could see the tire wear, really, just to kind of give you a perspective of how it is. But I mean, some guys will run these things down to like 75%, 80% wear and try to battle it off. It's gonna be tough. I didn't have a whole lot of fun with these trucks when C-Fixed was going on at Charlotte. I tried so hard to get them to be under control, but my driving style was too aggressive. But I'm sure these guys are much better drivers. I'm better off in the booth anyway, so. Looks like he's going to be battling Brummett here for the 3rd place position. He's going to go on the outside. Brummett's probably just going to go ahead and give that to him, because he's not going to want to stay on that high side for too long. Yeah, looks like Grant is going to take away the 3rd position pretty easily from Brummett. coming off, going into turn 1s and 2 here. Look at our static cams. Josh is already going into turn 3. The boys should be coming right behind him there. Arthright going by. There's the gap between Brummet and Adams, just to give you a perspective of how big of a gap Grant has on Adams right now, almost 10 seconds. So if I was Grant, I would probably start thinking about a pit stop, because I'm sure Josh is going to be coming in. You could probably get a nice little stop going and get ahead of the leaders and see, you know, get a couple of laps in, lead a couple of things, and let Adam start battling you for it. So the purse tonight is going to be $30 for these guys. Typically we do see, again with a smaller field, $40. I mean, it's a $10 entry for these races. That's the crazy thing about it. And we're doing double. So most of these guys that you're going to see in the truck race are also going to compete in the Daytona race tonight as well too, going over to the Cup cars. So $40 is quite a bit for such a small field, especially when you're dominating as much as you are right now. So Daytona is always exciting. So that race, again, by Belly Up Sports, sponsoring tonight's event for both races, going to be absolutely fantastic. If Josh may go a few laps coming in, see what he decides. I'm going to pass up this lap and continue on. Go ahead and take a look at Goth right here and see how he's doing. His lap times actually not doing too bad. Almost ran the fastest lap that lap. Fastest lap went to Adams with a 31.7. And Gothrite is just about 1/10 of a second off, so not too bad time-wise. We go back to Chad Gray here as he passes the line. Started 5th, so he's gained 2 positions. Fastest lap was 32.9. That's actually really well. Cannon has the fastest lap currently of the race at a 30.08. It's pretty dang fast, honestly. But like I said, you're going to start seeing these lap times get a little slower. Still has that 10-second gap on Josh there. We passed at 37 going into 38. I wonder when Josh is going to decide to come in, because he's got to be struggling a little bit here with handling. Keep a look and see how much time between him and Goth right here. Yeah, it seems to be Gothrite does make up a little bit of time on the backstretch, and then once we get into the turns, he might be taking kind of a high side approach, losing quite a bit of time. Josh doesn't come too far out to the wall. Most of the time, you can kind of feel the truck as you're going into turns 3 and 4. It will kind of push you once you get into that line and hit the apex. It kind of pushes you up the track a bit, and you get so close to that outside wall in 4. We've already seen it tonight twice by Will, kind of nailing it on his right front. So. I do have chat activated for this race if you're not aware, so you can drop a couple of questions or shout out your favorite driver or anything like that in tonight's race. Do it. You know, cheer them on. Again, with a whole lot of not a whole lot of people here. Hopefully, you know, your favorite driver is racing tonight. A lot of these guys do come from the Erska League. They do race the Xfinity Series over there as well too. So seeing these guys racing other things besides the Xfinity cars is kind of nice. I would love to see more truck races for sure. Maybe try it. Bristol trucks is a lot of fun. Under the lights, that would be very interesting. A nice little short track with these trucks. I would love to see the guys battle it out. Josh is slowing down quite a bit coming into turns 1 and 2 there. As you can see, the field has spread quite a bit. I mean, Gothright in second just went into 3 and 4, and Grant coming off of turn 2, so 10 second lead there is huge gap, guys. Passing Greg Petru 5 laps down currently, still hasn't been able to find that. I was just trying to hold on to it. Maybe he doesn't race here too often. The track is very interesting, especially if you've never raced here. Looks like he might have hit another wall again because that right front is exposed well. Will Cannon in the 8 car. That's a nice paint. I'm liking the racing stripes on that. But he also got into the wall again, maybe off of turn 4. Harvey Adams in number 3. Might have just came off the pits because he has a really slow time, like almost a whole 15-second difference. But I wonder if he pitted early. We did have one racer who was supposed to make it in tonight, Tommy Gossett, who ran the last money race at Talladega. Unfortunately, did finish a few laps down. But he will be in the next race in Daytona. And just for the inconvenience of everything, because we did have quite a bit of guys sign up for Charlotte. Unfortunately, things came up. It is Memorial Day weekend, so things do change like that. $50 bonus on top of the normal purse at Daytona. That's huge. That's already more than the purse at Charlotte. And we're on a super speedway. So you want to talk about battling? The next race, again at 9 p.m. Eastern is when that will start. That race is going to be intense. Closing lap 48 here. Josh, I don't even think Josh is thinking about hitting right now. Like, I have anxiety because I know how these trucks handle with fighting it, the tightness and everything else. I mean, you're going to see the lines change. You're going to see those guys not holding the bottom line, but if they are, they're going so slow. Most guys early runs are you're going to see like 170, 171 going into turns 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. But I guarantee you, let's take a look. Yeah, he's dropping all the way down to about 155, so almost a 20 mile per hour difference from like the first 10 to 15 laps to the 50th lap coming across the. And if you haven't raced trucks at Charlotte and you have iRacing, give it a shot. Because I tell you, if you want to if you want to challenge yourself, that is one way to do it, especially if you're not used to the trucks. Once you find the line, though, this track is so much.
Josh, this whole time, I thought we were supposed to be in Texas. I went to the Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, no, you definitely took the wrong interstate there. We're in Charlotte. We're up north. We're not even in the Midwest.
But hey, I made it here in 50 laps.
Yeah, 51 laps.
So that says something.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Welcome, Tim. As always, it's a pleasure to have you here. Sorry you missed out on the 50 laps. Josh has led every single lap up to this time, and no one has taken a pit stop yet.
Do we know when they might take a pit stop?
As soon as I say it, Josh is coming in right now. So let's take a look at Gathright here. Gathrit's already in, so he might have actually pitted the lap before. Yeah, it actually looks like he did pit the lap before, so he might actually come out in the lead depending on how Josh does. Josh is already coming out as well too. Will's in as well. Petra is also in the number 8. Grant looks like he's still out. Don't believe he's pitted yet. He is a lap down, so he might have pitted early. Okay, so yeah, Gathright here might actually time this beautifully and come out on top. We might see a nice little battle between him and Josh. Josh is coming out of the pits. We got Gathright coming across the line. They're going to be really close on the backstretch here. Josh, Adams, in the 48, they might meet up. So we might see a little bit of a battle as Josh tries to get up to speed. You see him on the low side there. See what happens. Is he going to battle him, or is Gathright going to take this away like it's nothing? Fortunately, he's on the high line, so it's going to slow him down quite a bit. Adams might be able to defend him here. They're going to be coming side by side, closing out lap 52. Adams is going to hold on to it, it looks like, but now we have a battle for first place. We haven't seen a battle all night. We got our first battle, and it's on fresh tires, which means there's going to be hard racing going on.
A lot of new guys in the field. I like this.
Yeah, Gathright is one of the new guys that we have. Luke in the 8. I also do believe he is new, and Harvey Abrams is also another new guy. So, guys, when you're watching this later on, seeing how the broadcast is, thank you for deciding to join in on this truck race. It absolutely means a lot to me.
Yeah, and don't forget, every week we're going to be putting on Wingman Sports. Underground is going to be putting on these races, and we don't know where we'll be. Tonight we're in the trucks, and then we have a second race at Daytona.
Yeah,
a 75 lapper.
Exactly. Yeah, 75 laps at Daytona after following after the Charlotte race is going to be fantastic. We might go to Texas, so who knows? We might need to go ahead and just pitch a tent there and just hang out.
I think that was my pitch for Texas. I think that's why I went there.
Gotcha.
Have we had any cautions?
We haven't had a single caution tonight. As we're closing lap 56, we'll take a look. No caution laps, no lead changes, as stated before. Josh is dominated the last 56 laps, even after pit road has done it. And of course, the fastest lap is going to go to Josh Adams at a 30:07. So it looks like Gathright is deciding to lay back instead of battling Adams for that top position. Not sure why. I mean, with 40-ish laps to go, we most likely will see a second. I don't know. I mean, we might see a second pit. It depends on how spaced out these guys get. They did pit lap. Pit on like lap 50 or
I think it was 49 or 50.
Yeah, so that's going to be rough. That's going to be a tough call, especially if no cautions come out and it stays green for the remainder of the 40 laps. Man, those tires.
If I was Josh, I would push it. I would go all the way to the end.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he's been doing all race. He's been pushing it pretty hard.
Caution is out.
Oh, caution is out.
Looks like.
Looks like Abrams.
We spoke too soon.
Yep, Abrams might have spun that there. Let's take a look on the replay here. So it looks like he's going to be coming into turn 1 and 2. Clips the apron just a bit there, swings her out to the wall and nails that outside wall. Slides it down to the inside wall there, and fortunately, little clip of the apron there, and we do have quick fixes. I don't believe he's used his yet, so he should be good. And with pit stops already done, I doubt we're going to see anybody coming back in, so...
I think that the leaders may come in to get fresh
offset,
ones
yeah,
and top off the fuel.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It looks like Josh is going to go ahead and take advantage as well as the rest of the field. That does make sense. I wasn't even thinking about that. Probably be smart to do it while under caution because you know your spot's secured unless you get a terrible pit time. So don't miss that pit stall. But you're going to go...
Don't speed at all.
Go 2 here? Maybe go 2?
Charlotte, I would honestly go 4. I would just be on the safe side. You got 40 laps left. We're probably going to get the green flag around lap 64-ish, depending.
And looks like everybody, Adams did take 4, Gathright took 4, and so did Brummett. Harvey decided to stay out. He still can come in this lap, and I would highly encourage it only because you smack the wall pretty hard. Those tires are going to be rough. You're most likely going to spin them on the restart, and you're still a lap down.
I think the reason why he did not come in is because he does not have the green flag to come in yet. He'll have the green flag this time to come in.
Gotcha. Okay. He's going to come in, use a quick fix, get repaired, get back out there and see what he can do.
And unfortunately, since he is the reason why the caution came out, I do not believe that he's going to get that lap back.
Yeah, he will not get the lap back. He will not be a lucky dog. He will not collect $200. Take a little view here from the blimp, old Charlotte. Pretty big track. You can see a little bit of roval in there, some of the infield stuff that happens here as well too. Beautiful under the lights.
Oh yes, if you have not been to Charlotte Motor Speedway at night, you need to. And as a reminder, tomorrow night is actually the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
So that is going to be exciting as well.
Yeah, it's that's 400 laps at the Coca-Cola 600, correct?
I want to say it's 393, so basically 400.
So, yeah.
I know it's a lot. It's the longest race of the year.
Rough. Pace lights are still on the truck here. So we will most likely have one more go around before these boys get ready back up. So Tim, how's the day been?
It's been fantastic. I've been excited all day waiting for these races. Every time that Brian tells us, hey, we're going racing here, we're going racing there, I just get excited because I have a lot of fun doing this. And the guys always put on a show for us.
Oh, absolutely. Like I was saying earlier, as well, I would be interested to see like the trucks at Bristol under the lights.
Woo!
Yeah.
That'd be rough.
That would be rough. Just, I mean, in general, a lot of sparks. I love night races, sparks. I mean, I don't know, it just looks so good.
And iRacing has done such a great job to bring us this simulator to, come so close to the real world racing. And they're taking it a step further with, I've seen that they're going to be making changes to where you're going to have sets of tires for these races now. So
Yeah, so
you're really going to have to strategize.
Yep. Season 3 is going to change the way that the amount of tires you have to use coming to a pit stop. If you race the street stocks, you will not be able to change tires whatsoever. You will keep the same tires all the way through, but I do believe for the Legends races, the modifieds, the C-Fixed Cup cars, all those guys will have at least one extra set that they can use, which is going to change the way the pit strategy works as well, too. That's going to be exciting. Lights are off.
I also...
Sorry.
Oh, they are off.
Yeah, they are off.
No, you're fine.
So,
I
just
also
excited.
saw that... I know. I'm so excited about it. I watched the video of the 1987 cars, and it looks like we're getting blowovers.
Yeah,
And we're coming to
blowovers is going to be fantastic. I mean, that's what I hate for those cars. Joshua's going to take the lead here. Another great restart from him. Gathright, I mean, we only have had one caution, so Gathright hasn't really timed it right. Josh is going to take the lead here going into the backstretch. Grummet on that low end there, flickering a little bit. Hopefully you can get that settled. Kind of a battle for second between Gathright and Grummet here. Grummet's on the inside, so we'll see it. Oh,Gathright's going to close the door on him, but he's going to do the crossover move, go to the high side, and it looks like Gathright is going to hold on to that second spot.
But Grummet is not going to give up. He is on his tail.
Grummet is, yeah, he got quite a run off of 2 there, but it doesn't look like there was much he could do with it. Right behind him,
looks like he let up just a little bit.
Yeah, and right behind him, it looks like Chad Grant and Will Cannon are racing for 4th and 5th here. Cannon's definitely wanting to get past Grant there for that 4th spot. He's had a little bit, I'm not sure how much, if at any of the race you were able to watch while you were traveling to Texas, but Cannon's been making friends with the outside wall quite a bit, especially turn 4. He's been loving that outside wall.
I did see that. It's almost like he thought he was at Darlington and get his black stripe.
Yeah, he's actually going to gain on Chad Grant here in the 6 car. Got quite a run going into 1. Let's see what run he gets off of the backstretch here. Going to be closing the gap quite a bit. Might be able to make a move going into 3. He's going to get right up on his bumper here. Right along and take a look at this battle.
He's going to give him a bump and run. It's close.
Oh yeah, he's giving her the old razzle dazzle back there.
Forget DoorDash. It's going to be Truck Dash here in a second. Wow, he is all over him. He's letting him know that he wants to get around him.
Yeah, he's
and maybe
like,
challenge these leaders.
He's slowing him down. He's like, look, Grant, all right, I'm faster, man. Let me buy it. Let's do this. But Grant's going to get real tight going off of 4 there. And again, Cannon just giving him a little bump. Maybe just like, hey, how you doing, neighbor? I'm here. The great battle we got going on here. And this is for 4th place.
The longer this battle goes on, the more that it's going to wear on his tires, to where it's going to be difficult for him to catch that 3rd place car if he can.
Absolutely. He wants to make this pass as soon as he can to save the life of that right front. Oh, man. Grant getting tight out of 4, shuts the door on Cannon there. Let's take a look at Adams and Gathright and see what we got here. Gathright has made some time up since the restart. Not much, but a bit. So still 0.3 of a second off of Adams currently. But he seems to gain that back the most, like I was saying earlier, on the backstretch, and then in the churns, Josh just seems to get that time just right coming off of the exits, and kind of takes away from that gain that Gathright has.
Yet it almost seems like they're running almost similar lap times, just by the fact they're not gaining or losing anything on each other.
Here they go down turn 4. Got the gopher cam here. Oh man!
Oh, we got ran over.
Cannon is hugging the line there.
I think we might have to send somebody out there to make sure it didn't get broken.
Yeah, I have to check on the digger after the race. So Gathright, like I said, he gains on the backstretch and then kind of loses it, but it looks like Josh took quite a high line there in turns 3 and 4. Gathright made some time up, now down to 1/10 of a second. We'll see if he can keep the pace going in turn 1 and 2 and see if he gains anything. Again, that backstretch, that one he gets off of 2 seems to be his go-to. Take a ride and just take a look at this gap here. Josh is on that high side. Trying to let off and let it roll through the corner so he can hold that low line. Let's check on Cannon and Grant here. They were battling for 4th place. Looks like that battle's kind of slowed down quite a bit. Again, Cannon's tires. Oh, there he goes. That's what happens. He gets tight coming off of exits. He gets dangerously close to the wall. Let's hope he doesn't make a mistake here. Oh, he clips the apron just a little bit. Gonna make him tight. He's gonna have to, yep, there we go. Both Grant and Cannon right there.
Oh, there's your sparks.
Grant definitely nailed that wall a lot harder than Cannon did, and it's just gave him just on the silver platter. Here you go, Cannon. Here's 4th.
Well, we don't know how that's going to affect either their handlings now, because they both pancaked that whole right side of their truck.
Yeah, let's take a look at Grant. See if we can get a look. Yeah, you got that right front exposed there. Quite a bit of damage on the right side of that car. Wow. Oh,
and that is what happened.
And the 3 of Abrams clips that outside wall just a bit as well too. The turn 4 is getting its paint tonight.
And this is what happens. This point of the race, we're 75 laps in. We've only got 25 laps to go. A lot of times you start mirror driving. You look at the guy behind you. You're trying to stay in front. You're seeing if he's gaining on you, if you're getting ahead of him. And that will mess you up every time.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of damage on Grant's car. Fortunate for him. He was having a good run there up 4th. Abrams, Gathright, again, that gap is still so close, 0.3 of a second. It's not bad at all. Compared to the beginning of the race, Gathright lost quite a bit of time in the first 15 laps. Like, Josh was just taking off. I mean, the distance in 1st and 3rd was 10 seconds. Now the distance between 1st and 4th is a little over, what, a second and a half, 2 seconds? 5 seconds. Oof. The 1, 2, and 3 are definitely going to be the battle we're going to be looking for. Brumit's trying to catch up to the leaders here. He wants to be in the running for that prize money at the end.
And maybe Gathright was just trying to feel this truck out. I know they got a lot of practice in, but between that practice session and the actual race, sometimes your car kind of feels a little different. It feels a little different in traffic. Feels different with the amount of cars around it. So just had to get settled in, and he could be holding back a little bit here because he wants to be able to close in on Adams at the very end.
Absolutely. Man, Adams, so that lap time, the last lap time between Adams and Gathright was 100th of a second off of one another. That just shows you how much Gathright is using those tires. He had the fastest time last time by.
And that is, that's what you want to see, but it's not what you want to see with 20 to go. And you pitted about 21 laps ago, I want to say.
Yep. They go through turn 3, turn 4 here. Watch how close you see Petrick going by there. Look how these guys are controlling it out of turn 4.
And Grant is really reeling those two in.
He is. Brummett is making quite a bit of progress here for that second place spot. We could see Brummett and Gathright battling for second and third in a few laps, really. Brummett is hauling
I said
right
Grant.
now. Brummett last lap was 2/10ths of a second faster than Gathright. So he's definitely gaining ground. Again,
And what is his lap time compared to Adams?
He's actually running faster than Adams right now. Adams just ran a 2:08. Brummett just ran a 1:04 that time by.
And he is there.
Yeah, he's there. He's on the outside,
Brummett,
taking a little peek ski.
Oh, is he going to let him have it? He is going to let him have that outside lane.
Yeah, definitely. He's not going to take that battle. No one wants to battle on the outside. But he's going to do the crossover coming off of 2, going underneath of Gathright here, going across the line almost side by side at that quarter panel, going into turns 1 and 2. We have a battle going on, and he's easily going to snatch this from Gathright on that low end. Let's see what Gathright can do. Going to keep it on the backstretch. They are going to be side by side. Gathright just a little bit of a lead as they go into turns 3. Does a fantastic job with that mid line there, actually. A lot better than most people would on the high side.
And Brummett needs to get by him as soon as possible if he wants to get any chance at getting to Adams.
Josh is looking in his rearview mirror smiling right now because he can just taste the $40. He's just like, that's what I want. Keep fighting. The more you fight, the faster I'm going to get away from y'all, and the less chance you're going to have of taking that money from me. Oh, we're going to see maybe almost a little bit of contact going into 3 here. Man, they've been battling for the last 3 laps. The tires are not going to sit well with that. Brummett, he's got to close the door on Gathright if he wants to contend. Looks like he's going to do that right here. Coming off of turn 2. Yeah, Brummett closes the door on him, but Gaathright's still right there.
Clears him. There we go. Now the chase for Josh Adams begins. It looks like he lost a whole, about a second back. So we'll see how Brummett can maybe reel him in, or Adams just drives away with it.
Yeah, it looks like he's staying with him pretty well here. Not too bad. Josh is going to come up on lap traffic. I'm pretty sure Greg is not going to want to be involved in this. He's probably going to let the leaders go by. Again, he's been having a rough time in the trucks. He's been rolling an outside wall and going into 4. Oh! It looked like he was going to come down a bit there. Wasn't sure what was going to happen. I was a little nervous. But it looks like he gives him plenty of room. Take a ride with Adams here and see what he's doing. He's basically, I mean, he's been the leader the whole lap. 87 down, 86 down, 86 led. Started first, still first, fastest lap, no lead changes. No one is contending with him right now. He is in a whole nother mindset. We could see Brummett. Brummett is gaining again. He is still running faster than Josh right now. He's been running faster than Josh even during that battle with Gathright. Brummett has been holding back, saving those tires, and now he's putting them to use. We almost have 20 to go. He's gonna start gaining on Adams here for that first place position.
He's got 12 laps to catch it. He don't have 20 laps.
Oh, 20. My jeez. God, time is flying at Charlotte. Holy. I blinked and we're already at lap 90.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how fast this race has gone.
See you there,
and
leaders.
Brummett is just...
Yeah.
He is reeling him in. This is going to be a fantastic battle.
Oh, this is going to be great. If he's been saving them tires, he's been doing a great job. Again, last lap. running faster than Adams as they come to the line. Let's see where we're sitting. Yep, Brummett takes it again. He's had the fastest lap on Josh the last 5 laps. One, two, three as they go onto the back stretch. Quite a bit of spacing, almost pretty even amongst first through third here. Alright, we're gonna be quiet up here in the booth, and we're gonna do a little bit of a little sound surge for this truck. To go. Brummett still faster than Joshua Adams right now. Can he do it? Will he do it? Will he make up enough time to catch him with 8 to go?
I think he will. He is just, you know, he's kind of running that middle line and then bringing it down to the inside, while Josh is just staying at that low line. And that lower line is going to eat those tires more. So it's going to be interesting to see how it's going to go down and if he can catch it.
Don't manage him to hold the low line there, so that is going to help out quite a bit. Again, Josh finally runs a much faster time by almost 0.2 of a second that round, so he might be I don't know, this is going to be tough, man. This is going to be really close. Take it back and take a look at Bill here sitting in 5th. Look like he's battling anyone here who's got open track, kind of just taking a nice little drive. Looks like Grant did pass him back at some point and really took that 4th spot away from him. Also have Harvey, who is 2 laps down. Track hasn't been the favorite for him. Started last, been in the back of the pack pretty much the whole race, but same with Greg. Greg has been having a rough time. 16 laps down. You know, these guys may not run trucks. They may not run Charlotte. So for them to come out here and try to compete just kind of shows you how much these guys really love to be out here in this truck. As we're coming to 4 to go, Adams has led 95 laps. Just think about that. 95 laps. Brummett is losing time now on Josh. Josh has run 0.4 of a second quicker that past lap. So unless we get a caution here, a caution would be insane with 4 to go.
Don't jinx it, Josh. It's
I'm just saying, we've only seen one so far tonight, but just imagine 4 to go. Boom. What do you do? If you had any sort of idea that there could have been a caution and you're 4 laps to go, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, with this size of the field, I'm taking 4 tires. Without a question, without a doubt.
Yep, and you're gonna come in for sure. That's rough. I would hate to be in that position.
But could you possibly win it on 2 tires? Sure. I mean, we see it all the time. And we were with 3 to go. I really thought Brummett was gonna give him a run for his money. He was coming. But that battle for second place just took too long.
Yeah, I think Brummett took a little bit too much time battling Gathright there. Took about 4 laps to kind of fully get around. He had the low side, but Gathright did a great job holding that high line. But the amount of pacing that Brummett would have to do in order to, stay in that battle and to pass, I mean, he used quite a bit of tire for sure. And you can see it when you look at the lap times. Josh is going to be coming up on lap traffic. It looks like he's going to be coming up on Will Cannon in the 8 car. So there could be maybe a little bit of a slowdown, but is it going to be enough? A white flag is thrown at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We got 1 to go. Joshua Adams, 99 laps, led out of 100, clears Cannon like it's nothing. He says, see you later. I'm taking it home. We're going into 3 and 4. 1.2 seconds between the two. Brummett's not going to be able to do it. Josh is easily going to come off of 4 and take the checkered flag. $40, Josh Adams in Charlotte.
What a great race. You know, I only saw half of it because I decided to travel across the country. But Josh is taking home the cash. And I believe Josh is going to be at the race in Daytona, too.
Yeah, Josh will be at the race in Daytona. So will he be able to...
You all can't be letting Josh win all the money tonight.
Will he be able to double it up and take home 2 wins?
I think he could. Josh was doing very well last week at Talladega, and he was up there, and what a wild finish that was. But what a great run for Josh. Just totally dominated the field.
Absolutely. He led 100 laps in Charlotte. Think about that.
100 laps.
100
anywhere
laps
is a feat.
That's insane. Huge hats off to Joshua Adams there. See the fireworks. I mean, you get it all at Charlotte, you know?
And, you know, we want to thank Belly Up Sports, that entire crew over there. If you guys haven't checked out their website, you really need to. It's got all of your sports updates from the NFL, NASCAR, and they have a great podcast over there as well. If you have not checked out Belly Up Sports, you're missing out on everything.
And like stated before at the beginning of the race, Wingman Sports Underground, they're the guys that are throwing down these money events. We do them weekly. So if you want to be the next guy jumping in on this and absolutely trying to take home some cold hard cash, you can do that at wingmansports.com. It does get posted weekly, so do keep an eye on that. You will be able to see if you have entries. $10 to get in. That's all it is. $10, and you take home 50% of the winnings.
And also, to piggyback that, we also have a Wingman Underground Discord, so that way you can get notifications of when they post the races right then and there. You can go sign up. And it's really easy. It's really simple.
And even if you don't want to race,
and it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and even if you don't want to race and you just want to join the Discord with a bunch of guys who just love to race, and you want to find someone to race with, Wingman Sports' Discord is fantastic. Definitely jump in that. Keep up with some of your favorite drivers from here, as well as you could be here. You could be on a broadcast. You could be you could be taking home some money. So we will be taking a look at the results here. We are going to have Joshua Adams started first, finished first, led all 100 laps. Crazy, even saying that. Brummett, though, fantastic job with him. Finishing in second. Looked like he was gaining quite a bit of space on Adams there. We thought he could, but I mean, a second off is not bad. Between him and Joshua Gathright, who basically was there the whole entire time battling with Adams, he falls down to third. Chad Grant's going to be in fourth. Will Cannon in fifth. Harvey Abrams in sixth. Greg Petra in seventh, and that is going to round out the field. It looks like I said, Greg having a rough time. Hopefully he'll get back in and come back out.
And you still have time to sign up for the Daytona race tonight. It's at 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Head over to wingmanunderground.com and you can still sign up.
Yep. And in about 2 hours, we will be hosting the Daytona race. So if you want to swing by, hit up the YouTube. There will be a link there for the next race. swing by, take a look at the race. Daytona is going to be a ton of fun. $50 extra bonus on top of the already 50% off, or 50% off, 50% of the purse. That is going to be insane, especially at Daytona.
Sorry, I'm still laughing at your 50% off.
Yeah, 50% discounts. Like Oprah over here. You get a discount. You get a discount.
Well, we hope you guys had a great time as much as we did, and we will see you at Daytona.
Alrighty. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. We will see you later.